Hey, what's up, YouTube? Sandy C here with some uncommon sense. Sorry, guys, been busy handling my own stuff. Gosh, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world. If you guys are paying attention, especially the Ninja's news, more food facilities are burning down. Food facilities are burning down. I saw a ton of sheep drown. All kind of stuff is going on. Fertilizer is being lost. The new shortages in feminine products. My girlfriend's smart. Every day she's buying the max limit, that because all these companies, Walmart, anyone with any half decent normal prices that hasn't inflated out of the wazoo yet, has got limits on everything. Walmart has limits on canning jars now. So I've been buying my limit, 6 things a day or every couple hours, going back on. I see it lets you do it, or separate orders. But guys, this is what you need to get. Canning jars, all different sizes. You know, a lot of people are talking about we're going to have power outages and this and that. And I actually had one last week, coincidentally, which I loved it. It was a great chance to see where I fell short. And I guess where I'm at is I don't have all the money like a lot of people, okay? And I hope somebody, well, I don't hope any of you are like that. But for those of you that don't just have, 10, 20, 30 grand just sitting around to where you can deploy it and buy a solar system, buy a generator, all this stuff, there are a ton of ways to plan to not have power and ways to get around it with food, storage, and cooking. It's crazy. I can't believe we weren't taught this in school. It makes me nuts, especially because was that last cut where home ec and wood shop and stuff still existed. I took it in middle school. I had a school with, 30, 50 ovens, and it was awesome. Cool industrial kitchen, all kind of neat stuff they don't teach kids anymore. But the one thing no one ever taught me is canning. So, if you don't have a ton of money, because here you go, if you got a generator, let's just go down this rabbit hole. Power goes out. Okay, what do you need? Well, you have to have a way to plug into your house. There's all kind of regulators, things, pieces, parts for that. But let's just go with the standard generator. Okay, to run a house, you're spending about $1,000 on anything half decent. You can find some sales, $500-600, but you're probably only running your refrigerator off it, one unit type of thing. Okay. But what happens is that generator requires fuel and it makes noise. Granted, you can make boxes, make it quiet, but either way, it requires fuel. Typically 2 to 4 gallons a day. And that's not bad, but fuel is something hard to store. After 6 months, after every month, fuel loses about an octane a month, essentially, and just kind of dwindles down. So the first month is when it's best. Anything longer than that, you really want to add something to it. Like Staybill has a product like that. There's a ton of other companies that have little products. Now remember, I'm not sponsored by anyone. I'm not a financial expert. I'm not a prepping expert. I'm no expert. I'm just me, and I'm doing me. And I don't have a lot of expendable income, so I'm doing things at such. And I looked at the numbers. If I want to get a generator, okay, there's $800 to $1,000 on the low end of a proper generator, on the low end. Then I've got to store that much fuel. Fuel containers are very expensive. I'll need some additives to keep it. In addition, now I've got that thing running. That's some noise people can hear me. Oh, he's got a generator going. Also, fuel to store. What was the other thing? Then you're in that whole, you're stuck to that, and a whole ton of resources are dedicated to keeping that generator going, your time, your energy, a lot of resources that can go directly right to food right now. So if you don't have 10, 20, 30 grand to just drop and prep, here's what you're going to do. You're going to go get canning stuff. You're going to go on SouthAmericanJungle.com, get a little canning kit. You're going to go and get a canning pot. I think you can get one for $120 right now or something. You don't need the fancy all-American, you just need good enough right now. That's where we're at. You just need good enough. So I've set up basically taken my money, and instead of setting up for power to go out and being ready for that, in terms of having my own power, I don't care. I've learned how to live powerless. No actual running electricity or running water. I'm set up that way because if the S really does hit the fan, it's really nice to be able to boondock, as we call in the RV world, basic off-grid and not have anything to worry about. It's fantastic. And now, instead of putting $1,000 for a generator and $1,000 maybe for some extra fuel, maybe, $500 for extra fuel tanks, okay, maybe, solar systems, those are thousands of dollars to get anything more than a phone charger. I'm taking all of that I would or could spend on it. I don't have it like that, so I can't spend it. But I'm putting that into my head of my budget, since I'm not spending that, to put it directly toward food. And the way you preserve food without needing any refrigeration, this is what I've gone to. Well, first off, you got your rice, your beans, your legumes. Lentils are great because you don't have to process, wash, and soak them like black beans or any other beans. So you got your rice, you got your beans, you got all your canned goods. Go stock up on some canned tuna, canned chicken. You can find these things on sale still from Wally World, and they'll deliver it free delivery. Okay, all your any canned food, that's easy. Okay, and then the other half of it is your other meat: fresh chicken, fresh steak, fresh pork. If you got a favorite steak or beef or any of this stuff, any of this meat, you go ahead and can that in jars. It's so easy to do it. It's unbelievably easy to can. It's so easy. I can't believe I did it. Shout out to my buddy Curtis for explaining it to me in 5 minutes. Okay? Oops. Go get these. This is amazing. Check this out. I haven't even organized this yet, so bear with me. But, okay, here. What's going on here? Here's a coat closet. Was a coat closet. I'm got to get some shelves, but I'm being frugal. I'm waiting for them to show up on my stop sign like they did before, So I bought the prayer in the universe, waiting for my shelves to show up for free. But look at this. I got pork, chicken, beef, all just right there. All just in my closet. You don't need a refrigerator. Here's pork. That's it. So you don't actually need refrigeration. I can't believe we weren't taught that in school. We're taught, refrigeration. The other way we knew is, stuff it with salt like pirates did, that kind of thing. Or citrus. But there's easy long-term storage. Go to Wally World. They still have dozen canning jars with lids and bands for under $12, under $1 a piece at Wally World. Wally World. Because at Public, they're $8 each jar. 8x. That's awesome. That's a good return. Instantly walk out the door and bang. But what I'm going to start bringing you a lot more of is getting ready for power outages and just being cool with it. Being cool with not having power. Okay? Because to maintain power, that's a whole nother massive logistical headache. And with what's happening with fuels right now, you can't guarantee A, that you'll have it, and B, gosh, it's a lot to store up. And if you're not going generator out and fuel, to get any solar system, you're spending thousands of dollars. Now, if I had 20 grand sitting around, giddy up. I'm getting a Mac Daddy solar system. I'm getting it all done up. I'm getting the deep freezers and all that and doing it. But I don't have that. So where I was thinking of getting a deep freezer, I had one that I could have gotten for free. But instead, I said, nope, because if the power goes out, he gone. There's nothing, it's a brick. So instead, that area that I was going to put that, instead I'll put dry shelving, and I'll add more dry goods. Because you can can anything. I mean, I'm doing basic canning, basic chicken, basic pork, a little bit of seasoning, that's it. But you can do any recipe in the universe that you can think of. You can do fish, shrimp, anything. You can can anything. So one of my buddies is a stupid good fisherman, comes home with fish all day, every day. That's how this guy lives, okay? He doesn't really go to the store. He eats what he eats. Hey, just my employees getting back, locking things up. Where was I? I didn't move. I just hit pause for a half second. I don't know what I was talking about. That's what brain damage does. Oh yeah, my roommate, my buddy, that's how he fishes. So the days where he catches a ton of them, now I can preserve it. Now I can preserve it for up to 15 years in a jar in my closet. No big deal. Easy peasy. So think about that. Think of alternate ways. There's a ton of ways to save money or places to put it in. So, and the other one is air. I'll get into that one in another video. I'm talking about like gas masks and things like that, but that's a whole nother massive expense. And to me, if this shit is hit that hard on the fan, I probably don't have the skills or the weaponry to hang anyway. So instead of focusing on that, boom, I put that toward more water filtration. All right, guys. So I hope to bring you something in this 11 minutes. The shit has hit the fan. It's everywhere. It's all over Jeff Borgen's face. It's all over every world leader's face. It was spread all over the Davos, the WEF. But it's coming, people. So get out there. Oh, check your grocery store, too. What days that they put new products out. I found out, my girlfriend used to work for them, but Winn-Dixie's new stuff comes out on Wednesday. So we went this morning, spent, well, it would have been like $900, and then we put in our card, came down to $595. I loaded the boat on BOGO meats. Everything. It's amazing if you find what day they release new product. You go in, they've got the best sales, the best selection. So get out there, get smart, and there's some uncommon sense for the day. You guys have a great day. Bye, guys. Hit the like, subscribe, please.